Hello everyone. So I wanted to make a tactical analysis on one of the goals that was scored in the match between Iron Sharks and Real Warriors. So we will first go through the goal and then we will analyze how it happened and was it possible to be actually prevented. Okay, so let's see what went wrong here for the red team. So we'll start our analysis from over here. I'm seeing that number 28 here is being covered by the two zeros. Number 7 is with the ball, and probably he's going to push downwards. We also see that the number 6 here playing like a DM is supposed to close down on this gap that we have here, just in case the number 7 pushes. Number 20 here is kind of playing in the middle of both these two players, hoping that he could prevent any of these two passes from happening. And in my opinion, here, his his focus should be a little bit more towards intercepting the passing lane towards number 10 here on the left, because it's a lot more dangerous considering that the striker here is essentially being supposedly to be covered by the goalkeeper, but he's not really, because as you see, the distance between the two is quite enough for the striker to be able to make some maneuvers and tricks. And at the same time, considering that the number 7 with the ball is still pointing in that direction, it signals that a pass in that direction towards the goalkeeper is highly unlikely, especially also in the case where the blue team does not have interest in returning the ball backwards to the goalkeeper, but rather to attempt and make a play here with Ismail. Moving a little bit forward, and now here, I think the situation gets pretty interesting because here the number 6 already understands that it's time to close down, because essentially number 7 is not making the move until he's forced to do it. I would say that the two zeros here is making a pretty good job by making sure that number 28 is not going to play with the ball. The pass is not possible. See, the number 7 is turning downwards towards the number 10, so it's going to take a while for him to turn and to pass to number 28. So I would say from this moment on, number 28 is essentially removed from the situation. So the red team that is currently defending should try to focus more on the players that might play with the ball, and these are essentially number 7, the goalkeeper, and number 10. Now, following the same logic, passing to the goalkeeper is not impossible, but again, I think it's a more passive play. It wastes the momentum and is essentially favorable for the red team. So I would say that the chances of a pass going to the goalkeeper also shrinking, which makes me say that the number 20 here is in an improving position compared to the previous post that we made, because he's now closer to the number 10. He sees that the line is not directly leading to number 10, so he's thinking that he can actually, if we look at that, he can actually make that move in case the number 7 points towards 10. As you see, the distance between the two is quite enough, and it takes the time for the ball to travel, so he's thinking he might intercept it. So now he's leaning more towards protecting the pass that we're seeing here to number 10 rather than the goalkeeper, which I think is fine. And here comes the critical position of the goalkeeper, number 84, which, in my opinion, he should be moving a lot closer to the striker to close him down, to make sure he is not able to play with the ball, or essentially maybe to personally mark him to make sure that he is the guy responsible for him, because uh, making a move backwards, as you will see that he does in a bit, is not the right move, because you don't have to worry about the strike going straight into the goal. from the guy with the ball, because essentially the number 6 here, who is the DM, is protecting your goal. So you could kind of change functions or positions with the DM, and suddenly the number 6 can become a goalkeeper just for this situation, protecting the goal, and you could be the one who is tasked with making sure that the striker doesn't get the ball. And also, moving backwards makes logic and makes sense if the pass to the number 28 is possible, and it's kind of a danger. But in our situation, it's not, because the 2 zeros here, Darth Vader is actually making sure that the ball doesn't go to Nate here. So as you see now, I would say that the thing to prevent the goal is that the goalkeeper sticks closer to the number 10 instead of going backwards. And I will play just to see how he reacts. And please keep an eye on the goalkeeper and the movement that he does. See? So now in the moment of the pass, we see that the 2 zeros has closed down on the number 7. The number 6, who is a DM, and as I previously said, you could assume that they switched positions, decided to take a more passive approach, because the 2 zeros essentially pressed down on the number 7. We see that the number 28 is out of this situation, but see this huge gap here between these two players. So if the goalkeeper was closer to Ismak, I think that this goal could have been prevented. And also, when you see the movement of number 7, when he turns downwards, we could say that the striker also could have done something by trying to close that line for a pass. But I'm assuming that he wanted to take the movement forward to either cut a pass that might come to the goalkeeper, and also to make the first movement in case of a possibility for a counter attack. Because if one of the players here, whether that would be Darth Vader or the number 6, intercepts this pass here, you will see that a very good opportunity for a counter attack arises. But essentially, the pass goes through. The goalkeeper is far away from the striker, who has the time to take control of the ball and shoot, as you saw earlier. And from here on, I don't think there's anything that can be done to prevent the goal. Thank you for watching.